Modern dance has its roots in rebellion, and so you will always have people who are doing what they think they should be doing, irrespective of other kinds of constraints. It's a pioneering movement. It's kind of a personification of what you might call the American spirit.
Modern dance is ever changing. It's always evolving. And the fascinating thing about modern dance, I often think that it's sort of like the movie Blob, in a sense that there's this creature, this animal that's constantly absorbing new forms of movement.
A pioneer is somebody who's willing to stake everything on an idea, on a concept, on a change. Isadora Duncan was somebody who was willing to do things in a manner that nobody had seen before, nobody had done before.
What is, I think, remarkable and important about the contributions of the pioneers is that each of them were exploring an aspect of dance that was essential to them.
Dance as an art form, and specifically modern dance, really speaks to an exploration of yourself.
Ballet was a big influence on modern dance.
When I tell people that I'm a modern dancer, many of them know about Martha Graham, and that's often the starting point where we can connect on what modern dance is.
Modern dance is an expression of humanity itself.
Modern dance was kind of formulated along utopian ideals. The freedom of the spirit, self-expression, the greatness of America. Dance may reflect what exists in society or may influence what's in society.
I think that choreography is, I like to make a parallel to literature in that you do your research, you find your topic, and then you have specific ways that you build sentences, and you build paragraphs, and you build chapters, and finally you have this rise and fall or climax and crescendo of a story.
Doris Humphrey was the first person to codify her choreographic process. She wrote the first book explaining how to choreograph.
Kind of continued in the footsteps.
Второто поколение модели певчори са
Was going to see the Allegheny Company.
Everyday movements that we have provide a baseline for dancers. They take it every day.
Те взимат ежедневни жестове и движения Аз говорим за развитие и усещане за
After modern dance and with postmodernism,
след модерния танц е постмодернизма
a great deal of incorporation of different languages and different approaches.
това отношението на различни езици.
Всяка
форма на танца изчиства
Technically, probably dancers are more proficient today than ever.
Life of jazz encompasses many, many, many different styles.
Bennington College was tremendously important in the development of the mainstream, what we call the mainstream modern dance, in that Bennington gave it a home. Humans are multisensory, and when you can learn something involving all the senses, you're more likely to remember it.
I think for the forms to survive, particularly economically, we're going to have to expand our connections with communities.
Modern dance today continues in its tradition of rebellion and moving in all kinds of different directions.
Su concepción teórica más importante
Uno, la vestimenta del cuerpo en estado de inercia y la horizontalidad del cuerpo en la tierra después de la caída.
Вие знаете ли от партерната откъде идва?
So up to speed, you'll push speed like this. It goes 5, 6, 7, 8. Step back, step in and flatten. Speed your ladies. Catch, return, and offer.
Then the third group of this community is the audience. They take the ticket, they reserve, take the paying ticket without knowing what they will see. You know? That's why they come and see my performance.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Because they don't know.
Yes.
That's how it makes sense.
Exactly.
It's only a question. It's only a question. It's only a question.
We see ballet, ballet, it's always the same. It didn't change.
You know everything.
Yeah, you know everything. It ends very badly at the end. So there is no change. But for contemporary arts, it's a bet. You don't know.
Je m'appelle Véronique Doineau. Je suis mariée et j'ai 2 enfants. De 6 et 12 ans. J'ai 42 ans et je suis à la retraite dans l'île.
To observe something means to take different points of view while the object stands still. Then I can never observe my own body because it keeps following all my movements instead of answering to them with a free display of perspectives.
In such ways, for it gives you that category. So that you have two groups, very high intellectual taught.
Classical art technique with dancing and ballet and Graham. So, from here, you're looking back at your own leg, and the hand on the pointer, you just drop, and then the whole configuration. From the ground.
In the late 1920s, dance could be found in the Broadway musical, vaudeville skits, minstrel shows, and ballroom exhibitions.
You must never give way, ever.
It was in the middle 40s, and John had come to New York. I was already there, and we decided to give a program together, and for which I would make the dances and John would write the music. And John had already talked the idea of having music which was not dependent upon the dance, nor the dance dependent upon the music, but which were separate identities which could, in a sense, coexist. And we worked at that time within something which he called a rhythmic structure. That is, we thought common denominator between the two arts was time. And he had devised a form called rhythmic, which he called rhythmic structure, actually, within which we worked, where we agreed upon certain structure points, but within those structure points, the time within the structure points, we were free to do as the dance went and as the music might go. And that was more or less the first time that we began to work together, and then we've continued, and now the structure points in a way have disappeared, or it's a little bit like instead of going from Minneapolis to St. Paul, you go from Minneapolis to the moon. And
Брамичка, искам да ти кажа нещо по-временно, нещо отвек. Така по-късно минахме така малко мърсканга.
Кажи ни, какво искаш да ни покажеш?
Или гледайте ме сега, много важно да гледате ме сега какво правя.
Ама на кой е тази техника?
Моя е.
Твоя?
Да.
Сега да поработим върху координацията. След тялото, приземен и издължаваме корпуса. Високо, високо. От тук всичко отива към земята. През рол. Ниско долу. Бавно спускаме таза към земята и разчилваме. Затваряме тялото, бебешка позиция. Качваме се към стъпалата. И вдигаме нагоре. Към космоса. Към космоса, към космоса и забравяме за всичко и разпиляваме цялата енергия. Във всички посоки. Скачайте и ходите и кросите. Още! Забравете за всички правила. Във всички гради. Давай, Никинка! Още повече! Още искам! Още максимално! Давай, давай, давай! Максимално! Още! Забравете за всичко! Разпилете енергията! Няма правила! Свобода на движение!
Почни се малко, почни се. Да. Нека да малко така се споим дишането. Едно упражнение дишане ще направим сега. Случай да дишаме.
Ние дишаме.
Така, почваме.
Не мога повече. Мисля, че трябва да започнем оттам. По този си ъгъл. Заповядайте. Показвам ви една комбинация набързо. Трябва да я запомните. Добре, Жан, опитай първа ти си най-смела.
Чудесно започваш. Лека искам. Да, нагоре, това е. Значи, каквото и да стане, завършък. Нагоре, хубав финал, към таван си страдирам. Лени, изчакай малко. Добре. Финала малко повече и редни стигли нагоре. Трябва да дадем. Ама отвори ръцете, да. Координирай се малко. Какво се случва? Всички заедно. Да ви припомня. Горе ръцете. Завъртате и гледате към глава. И големи ръце, финал, който се сети с тях. И сега всички заедно, синхрон, вия, обаче широко, пространствено, Жана, знаеш, трябва да теглиш напред, давай. И... Нищо, че объркахте, може и така. Чудесно, следващия път по-добре, учето ще бъде. Сега съм доволна. Искам да ви поканя в това пространство. Концентрирайте се във вътрешния си свят. И намерете точка, върху която ще работите. Затворете очи. И потърсете тази точка. След като я намерите, нека тя да стигне пода.